Wondering, would you be my little quarantine? Wait, down, wait, never. It's been so long. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Just a disclaimer, some people can't tell with like my big hair when I'm having a bad hair day, but I'm having a bad hair day, so we're just gonna roll with how my hair is. If you read the title of today's video, today's gonna be a Q&A, but like no one asked me any of these questions. I prepped this video yesterday and I was like, ooh, let's do like a Q&A, but like questions that no one's asking me because no one's asking me these questions. I just thought that it would be a good idea to like do like a Q&A refresher video so you guys can get to know me a little bit more, because I feel like I have a lot of new subscribers that don't know anything about me other than my name, hopefully. I just thought this would be like interesting just so you guys can just get to know me. And like some of these are like random questions. They're not like all like basic like questions like, oh my gosh, like where are you from type questions. Like no, they're like random questions that I just thought would be interesting to answer in today's video. Also, every 5 questions I'm going to be picking a random song on my phone, so I'm gonna hit shuffle. Oh my goodness, can you stop driving by? I'm going to be putting my phone on shuffle and just either singing that song or dancing to that song, or both. I don't think anyone really wants to see that, but we're gonna do it anyway. Also, I wanted to do like a last video in this room because I'm moving next week. I might have one more video in this apartment, but this is the last video in this room and it kind of makes me so sad. Let's just get to the questions, okay? The first question is, who am I? So my name is Staci, hopefully you know that. Staci with an I. My spelling, I don't know exactly why they put an I at the end of my name when I was born, but I think my mom told me at some point in my life that the I has like a different meaning, and I guess that's why. I'm 24. I actually turned 24 a month ago. Today's April 22nd when I'm filming this, so this will be uploaded the next day. I turned 24. Why did I pause? I turned 24 March 21st, in case you cared. But I was born in Doylestown, so from like the age of 3 until 16 I lived in Philly, and then once my mom got remarried to my stepdad, I moved to Delaware and I'm here. And I've been here for the past 8 years. So that's where I used to live and that's where I am now. The second question is, are you in love? My dream vacation, I really want to go to Bali. Bali is definitely at the top of my travel bucket list, so I definitely want to go to Bali. Next question is, how is your best friend? My best friend, he's doing good. We're working through some things. He's actually been very supportive through this time in my life right now. What TV shows do you like? So I like, this goes for movies and TV shows. I like anything like supernatural. I love superhero stuff. I love romantic stuff. Like that stuff can go back and forth between movies and TV shows. My favorite TV shows are, Degrassi is like my all-time favorite TV show. If you look at like older videos on like my other channel, you'll see me saying that Degrassi is like my favorite all-time show. Another one of my favorite shows is Shadowhunters. I love Shadowhunters. My favorite show, I just don't like the ending. The ending made me so upset, and anyone who's like a true fan, I feel like is upset by the ending as well. It made me upset. But Shadowhunters is my favorite show. I also love Vamp Diaries. Again, I love anything supernatural. I'm weird. I'm not a big fan of like DC movies, but I do love Arrow and Flash. I do love like, don't get me wrong, I love DC, but I'm more Marvel than anything else. And it's weird because I like the DC shows more than I like the movies, but I love the Marvel movies more than I love the Marvel shows. I've probably only watched like one Marvel show and I just kind of gave up. Worst injury you've ever had? The worst injury I've ever had, knock on wood, freaking knock on wood. I've never broken anything, but the worst injury I've ever had, I guess, would be getting my heart broken. That counts because it literally hurts and it destroys like your, just everything. Like you don't realize that having a broken heart, especially the more like emotionally invested you are in a relationship, it can destroy you. Like your hormones are everywhere, and like your hormones have a big effect on your body and everything. Like, it can make you feel like you're dying from the inside out, and it's crazy. If something's sore physically with me, I feel like I can get over that a lot faster. I'll just take some medication and call it a day. But with a broken heart, I really have to go through it in order to properly heal, because if I use like different things, like drink myself and whatever. This has gotten really deep. Ooh, we got Desert Moon. When the path isn't clear and the stars disappear as an endless midnight's falling. Desert Moon. Okay. By the way, by no means do I think that I'm like the best singer. I think I'm decent and I'm not completely tone deaf, but by no means do I think that I could just go on The Voice right now and think someone will turn their chair around for me. Beer or wine? Okay, so I'm definitely a wine person. I think I've only tried 3 beers in my whole entire life. I've tried Angry Orchard, which is honestly the only beer that I'll probably ever drink because it's literally like alcoholic apple juice. And then I've had Coronas. Coronavirus! I've had Coronas before, but I feel like I definitely would have to put like a lime in it or something, because Coronas, they're not disgusting, but they're like so plain. If you like Coronas, no hate or anything, but I just personally don't like Coronas. And then Bud Light, you can keep that. But I'm definitely a wine person. I like wine coolers. I'm the type of person to get tipsy off of one wine cooler with 5% alcohol in it, and I will sip that wine cooler the whole night. And like if I'm only halfway through my wine cooler and we started drinking an hour ago and you asked me for another one, please do not give me that second one, because I probably won't ever open it and you just kind of just wasted your time giving it to me, and I'm sorry. Please do not give it to me until I am done with everything that's in the first bottle. Why am I still holding my hand up like there's something? Do you enjoy watching cartoons or anime? So I do like watching both, but I definitely do like anime, which is surprising because I don't watch a lot of anime. The only anime that I've really watched is Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and I've tried Bleach a little bit. I've gotten into a little bit of Bleach, just a little bit, dabbled in it. I actually read the manga for Bleach just a little bit, like when I was like in like middle school. I would read like the manga. I don't know why. I was just like, because I was trying to figure out manga. You know, like manga, you have to read it backwards. So I was just kind of like intrigued by that whole thing. So I was just like, you know what, we're gonna try it and see if we like it. So I guess, and then when I started watching, I only recently started watching Bleach, like maybe a couple months ago, and I was like, it's pretty cool. But I do like anime a lot more than I like cartoons. Cartoons are cool and all, but when you can read subtitles, and like when things are in Japanese, it just makes it so much more interesting, because like even with reading the subtitles, it's just like, it's just so much more dramatic than cartoons. Cartoons are just there for like entertainment and I feel like kids, but like anime is the real dramatic stuff, and it's just dramatic for like no reason. Like Dragon Ball Z is definitely like dramatic for like no reason. Would you drop your phone after you just bought it? I'm definitely that kind of person that would drop their phone after they just bought it. Fun fact, when I first got this phone like a year and a half ago, I didn't do it. But something fell on my phone like literally a couple days after I got this phone. It fell on the screen. I didn't have a screen protector. Learned my lesson. I kind of left it like that for like another year until recently, like back in October. When did I get a new screen? Like in October, and now I have a new screen. That was like a year and some change after I cracked my screen. Next one is, how long can you stick in a relationship? So this could go many ways. Honestly, I'm the type of person that likes to stay. Like, I feel like I can stay in a relationship for a really long time. The goal is to stay in a relationship for the rest of my life. That's the goal. My longest relationship was 3 years, so I feel like I can stay in a relationship for a long time. Like, I think I've been left, so it's all depends on the person that I'm with. If they can stick with me for a long time, then I will stick with you for a long time. I'm extremely loyal like that, so I have no reason to really leave you unless you really do something crazy, like show up at my house threatening my family. That happened. I'm like, I wish I was joking.
You can bring down my level of concern. Just need you to tell me we're alright, tell me we're okay. Wondering, would you be my little quarantine?
Next question. What's the first thing you instantly notice about people? I don't even know. Their face, their eyes, specifically sometimes. Let me tell you a story. Speaking of that, I had a friend that I met online. I've seen pictures of him and we FaceTimed a couple times before we actually met up in person. Tell me why I didn't notice until, and first of all, I didn't tell him this, so if he's watching this, I'm sorry. Tell me why when we met up in person for the first time, I did not know what color his eyes were. I just was not paying attention when we were FaceTiming. You couldn't really tell in his pictures, but I was not paying attention. I was not paying attention while we were FaceTiming. I did not know what color his eyes were. So when I saw his eyes, I was like, you are beautiful. I didn't say that, but I was thinking that. Your eyes are beautiful. And then I didn't know he had braces either. Now, mind you, we FaceTime. How did I not notice these things? I mean, I felt like I saw his braces on FaceTime, but that's how you could tell that it wasn't that well lit when we were FaceTiming. Or we honestly just weren't paying attention. I don't know. I feel so bad now. But like, his eyes are beautiful. So next question, are you the type of friend you would like to have as a friend? Me personally, I definitely believe in you attract what you are. So if you have people in, like, the people that you have in your life are a reflection of you. So I try to be a person that I would want to attract in my life. I'm so grateful that I have such amazing people and such amazing close friends in my life, because they are literally so supportive and so kind and so genuine, and just so they just understand, they accept me for who I am. And it's been so hard for me to find that when I was younger, so I'm so grateful that I have friends that are like that now as adults. I don't know if it's a maturity thing or whatever. So I would definitely like to have myself as a friend, because I try to be very loyal, very caring, very open-minded, non-judgmental, very supportive, and I like to make people laugh. And I'm happy that I have people in my life that are the same way, but in their own way, if you get what I mean. So I would be happy to have myself as a friend, because I think that I'm pretty cool, and I think that I can be weird, and I can make people laugh in like my own way by being weird. Next question is, which of your parents are you closest to? I'm closest to my mom. I think growing up before my parents got divorced, I think I had like a daddy's girl phase, and then after they got divorced and they had their whole situation with custody and stuff like that, I got a lot closer to my mom. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's no shade, like, I love both my parents, I love my stepdad as well, but like, I definitely gotten a lot closer with my mom. And which parent are you more like? A lot of people tell me that I'm just like the perfect fusion of both my parents, and I can see that as I get older. Physically, I'm like look like both my parents fused together. But also personality wise, I get a lot of like my creativity, my leadership, and a lot of my like caring, nurturing side. I don't know if it's just because I'm a female too, but I get a lot of that from my mom. And then from my dad, I get a lot of intellectual but also very soft-spoken and very nonchalant personality from my dad. So but I feel like also there are things that I would do that they would never do in a million years. So I'm still my same. What am I saying? I feel like I'm still my own person at the same time, but I do get a lot of personality traits from both of them, and a lot of physical mannerisms and traits from both of them. So I think I'm a good fusion of both my parents, and I'm pretty sure they could say the same. So next question, what is your favorite way to pass time? Definitely listening to music. I'll have my bootleg AirPods in my ear, and I'll just be dancing around in the living room or whatever. And like, I love music. If you don't love music, are you even human? Like, I just love music, and I feel like that's like the best way to pass time. Also reading, because I'm a nerd and I just love acquiring information, and I just love reading. It's just so relaxing, and it's just, a lot of the books that I read are very self-help oriented and stuff like that, so it helps me come to a better peace of mind as well. So either music or reading.
I was getting kinda used to being someone you love, and I try to close my eyes when it hurts. Sometimes I fall into your arms.
Okay, that was getting super deep. Who sent the last text you received? One of my friends. I'm terrible. It's almost 2 o'clock and I haven't texted any of my friends yet. The last text I received was a good night text from one of my friends. So, maybe I should text them good morning. How difficult is it for you to be honest even when your words may... English. How difficult is it for you to be honest even when your words may be hurtful or unpopular? If my words are hurtful, I always try to consider the other person's feelings. Even sometimes I do come off, I always try to be, because I can be extremely blunt and honest when I need to be, but if I feel like I don't want to hurt the person's feelings, I will still try to be honest, but in a considerable way. Is that a word? Is that the right way to say it? I don't know. I was a math major. I try to still consider people's feelings when I'm saying something, but I'm not afraid to say certain things. Now, if I'm speaking and like making a video about something that I feel personal about, like I don't try to sugarcoat it either. So I'm the kind of person that doesn't really care what other people think. I care about people's feelings, but I don't care if my opinion on something is unpopular because it's how I feel, and I'm open to other people's opinions as well. Like, there are opinions. I can't tell you that you're wrong. You can't tell me that I'm wrong because that's how I feel about something. No, I don't think it's really hard for me to really be honest. Unless it's someone that I care about and I'm trying to tell them something, then I will consider their feelings. Otherwise, I'll just say it. At what age did you go on your first date? I think I was 14. That's so sad. I don't even remember my first date. I think it was something generic, like we went to the movies or something, or we went like to eat, or we walked around Philly or something. So I think I was 14 when it happened. That's so sad that I don't remember. What was your first cell phone? I don't know what it was. I was 11 and story time. Story time. I was 11 when I had my first phone. It was like a flip phone or something, and I was not supposed to take it to school, but because I thought I was so cool and I wanted to show it off to all my friends, I took it to school. And the same day that I took it to school, I lost it. So when I got home from school, I'm the type of person that doesn't really like confrontation, but I didn't want to tell my mom that or my parents that I had lost my phone that was supposed to stay at home, and it was only for emergencies. So what I did was what any logical 11-year-old would do. I wrote them a letter. Like, and I was trying to write it in a really nice way. Like, I took the phone to school. I realized I made a mistake. Please don't beat me. My ass got beaten, so. And the last question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a kisser you are? I want to say 7. I don't even know. I don't think that I'm a bad kisser. I'm being honest. I don't think that I'm a bad kisser. I don't want to say that I'm a bad kisser because I personally don't think that I am. But I don't think that I'm like an expert. I was going to play another song, but I kind of don't feel like it because if I play another song, then my neighbors are going to have a reason to be even louder. So we're just going to finish the video. Thank you guys for watching today's video, even though you're probably like, we really didn't want this video, but we know a little bit more about you, which is weird, so keep being you. Again, I really appreciate you guys so much for watching and subscribing. It means so much to me. Like, you have no idea how much it means to me. YouTube has been something that I've been passionate about for so long, and I'm just so happy that you guys have stuck with me, have subscribed. Let me know what videos you guys want to see in the comments down below. If you have any questions that you want me to answer that I didn't answer in this video, that like anything that you really want to know about me down below, leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer. Follow me on Instagram if you want to do like a more private, there's dust everywhere. If you want to do like a more private question and just ask me something, or if you just want to talk about something, like I'm here for you. Like if you want to talk about like a bad breakup, I'll be that friend that just be like, hey, I'll give you a virtual hug. We can talk about this together. Let's work through our issues together. We all have things that we're going through right now, especially with the hard times that we're dealing with right now. So if you ever want someone to talk to, just send me a DM on Instagram. That's like the best way to reach me, honestly. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't have a quote of the day today, So I'm sorry, but hopefully we'll get the ball rolling with the quotes of the day sometime soon in future videos. But I love you guys. You guys are beautiful, you are worthy, you are loved, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts.